Hello, how are you? Today I brought you a recipe from one of my followers. She gave me this recipe and said that she hasn't been sick for many years and can't even remember the last time she had a cold. And I'm going to give you all the ingredients and also show you the changes I made to this recipe to optimize it even further. It really has ingredients with bioactive compounds that are closely related to strengthening your body, boosting your immunity, and on top of that, it tastes super good. I'm sure you'll love it. Stay until the end, you won't want to miss it. Before we start, I want to ask you, have you been catching colds a lot? Are you someone who, every now and then, is dealing with a cold or a stuffy nose? Write to me down here in the comments. The first ingredient in this recipe here is fresh ginger, the root itself. And the ginger, I grated it so it would mix more easily into the recipe and also release more of its bioactive compounds. We know that ginger has several phenolic compounds that are very interesting for health, such as gingerols, shogal's, paradols, zingerone, which have potent antioxidant activity. It even helps reduce oxidative stress and protects immune cells from damage caused by free radicals. And there is a very interesting detail. It can modulate the inflammatory response, reducing the excessive production of pro-inflammatory cytokines. Studies have already shown that it can stimulate the activity of macrophages and NK cells, the natural killers, which are important in the defense against viruses and abnormal cells. Ginger also has antimicrobial activity against some bacteria and fungi, and it is also very interesting because it is strongly associated with improved respiratory health. It promotes the elimination of secretions and provides a sense of relief during colds. It also improves blood circulation, which always favors the distribution of nutrients and defense cells throughout the body, right? So an excellent addition here to start our recipe. I also brought lemon and lime here to mix. Many people ask me, can I use just one? Can I use just the other? Actually, the difference between them has much more to do with the acidity level. It has much more to do with palatability than with the bioactive compounds, which are very similar. All lemons, both green and yellow, have vitamin C, which we know stimulates the production and proper functioning of white blood cells. It improves the ability of neutrophils to destroy microorganisms, favors the proliferation of T lymphocytes, B lymphocytes. Lemon also contains vitamin C, which acts as an antioxidant protecting immune system cells. And vitamin C also participates in the regeneration of vitamin E, which is another important antioxidant in our body. Of course, it's not just vitamin C. It has flavonoids, hesperidin, diosmin, and quercetin itself, which help reduce oxidative stress. They exhibit anti-inflammatory activities, can modulate various pathways involved in the immune response, and also contribute to the health of blood vessels, facilitating the arrival of defense cells to the tissues. You saw that I used the peel here, right? Just the colored part, so I scraped it without the white part, which is very bitter. This is because the peel contains much higher concentrations of some bioactive compounds than the juice itself. It is rich in limonene, flavonoids, terpenine, and even pectin. And we know that limonene has antioxidant and anti-inflammatory action, as demonstrated in several studies. And the pectin, which is in the peel, also acts as a prebiotic fiber, favoring beneficial gut bacteria, so it's an excellent addition. Tell me, what is the most common lemon in your region, where you live? Write your city for me down here in the comments. Also, take a moment to leave a like on the video. It's very important to me. And if you know someone who would benefit from this, share the video, right? Let's expand our chain of kindness. Remember that if you only have the green lemon or the yellow lemon, you can use whichever is most common and cheapest in your region. No problem at all. I'm now going to add one of the most studied ingredients regarding nutritional immunology, right? Which is garlic. It's important to crush, chop, or grate it 15 minutes before adding it. Garlic has several bioactive compounds, right? It has allicin, ajoine, S-allyl, L-cysteine, and it already has very proven benefits of stimulating macrophages, of increasing the activity of natural killer cells as well. It improves lymphocyte function, it has related antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal action, right? It also presents a great antioxidant effect, of course, and it modulates inflammation without blocking the body's normal immune response. So it's very interesting. There are some studies that suggest a reduction in the frequency or duration of colds in people who consume garlic regularly. So besides everything, it is an economical food that we always have at home, right? And it is very interesting to add here to the recipe. Another ingredient is cloves. She used cloves like this in a decoction, made a tea and added, I simply chopped and crushed the cloves to release more of the essential oils and bioactive compounds. We know that cloves are super rich in eugenol, right? Which is one of the greatest antioxidants among all existing spices. It is very rich in eugenol, which fights free radicals, has antimicrobial activity against various bacteria and fungi, has an anti-inflammatory effect, even reduces enzymes like COX-2, and helps protect immune cells against oxidative damage. So, obviously, right, a great addition to this recipe as well. Here we have the cinnamon powder itself. And cinnamon is very interesting because it has cinnamaldehyde, cinnamic acid, proanthocyanidins, polyphenols. So it has a potent antioxidant action, helps in modulating inflammation, has antimicrobial activity against some bacteria and fungi, and can even help improve glycemic control, right? Especially in people with insulin resistance. This is relevant because chronic hyperglycemia impairs neutrophil function and increases the risk of infections. So cinnamon, on top of everything else, also adds an interesting aroma. You might be worried about this garlic issue here, but I'm going to add an ingredient now that will neutralize it and make all of this taste really good. To sweeten it and make everything more interesting here, I'm going to add natural honey. Honey contains flavonoids, phenolic acids, and it has enzymes, vitamins, and minerals. It also has an antioxidant action and an antimicrobial effect due to the low moisture, acidity, and the production of small amounts of hydrogen peroxide found in honey. It can also help soothe throat irritation and reduce coughing, especially with mild respiratory infections, you know? We already know that honey also helps to actively promote tissue healing, and certain types of honey also have very interesting prebiotic activity. So it's worth remembering that obviously, despite all the benefits, honey is still rich in natural sugars and must be consumed in moderation, especially if you have diabetes. So if you have any questions, talk to your doctor or nutritionist in your city, okay? Now I'm going to transfer this mixture into this glass, cover it, and put it in the fridge, well stored, so we can consume it within 7 days, so it's very easy. Once it's chilled, I'll come back here to tell you how much to consume per day, the best times, precautions to take, and everything else, so I'll be back in a bit. Before I try it and give you all the tips, I want to ask you to take a look down here in the description, where I'll leave the links to my playlists with many tips and recipes. Look, I took it out of the fridge and look at the consistency it has. It's really like a syrup. Actually, if you want it to be liquid, there's no problem at all with blending it. Just don't strain it so you don't lose the fiber and everything else. Regarding the time, how to take it, it's really up to you. That follower of mine I told you about who shared the recipe, she sometimes ate it plain like this, straight from the fridge. Sometimes she mixed it into a large glass of water, and she said she usually did this first thing in the morning. Tell me what time you would like to do it. I would love to see your comment. I'm even going to try it here so you can see how the flavor is super mild, even without water, without anything. Before I try it, I just want to give you a few tips. I don't remember if I already told you, but it lasts for approximately 7 days in the fridge, so you can keep it there, closed, and consume it throughout the week. If you have any health issues, take any medication, or are in doubt about whether or not you should consume it, what time, and so on, remember to talk to your doctor or nutritionist, okay? Remember that this video is merely for informational purposes. And so I want to know from you, would you put it in a tea? I think this would also be good in a chamomile tea. Would you put it in water itself? Would you take it perhaps straight, like a spoonful, just like I'm going to take? Remembering that the dose can be from a teaspoon to a tablespoon, you can increase it. It's really up to your discretion according to what you like and your availability there, okay? Come back later to tell me what you thought. I'd love to see your comment. Leave a like on the video and share it too with whoever you know will like it. Let's expand our chain of kindness. That's what I want here with the channel. Let's try it. Look, basically, you can taste the honey and ginger. The garlic kind of gets lost because the ginger is so strong. It's also spicy because of the ginger, so you get that burning sensation. But it's a good kind of burn that goes down your throat. It almost feels like it's clearing your throat, you know? I can't really explain it. And it's cold. It's super tasty. I think you should make it. I just won't try another spoonful because I already tasted it with that spoon, and that's another tip I'll give you. You can't take the spoon you put in your mouth and put it back in the jar, okay? Because it can cause contamination. So always remember that. See you next time. Bye.